There he is. 2 different layers. Shout out to SICCE. See? Look at that. Look at that. I'm super grateful for all of you guys. Look at that. Should I rock a beard? Absolutely. Okay.
Maui.
Aloha, my Hana. It is your boy, the Hawaiian Fish Keeper. Now, if you're new to the channel, let me be the first to give you a nice big warm aloha. And you know what? I really appreciate all the positive comments on my last video. Now, like I said, if you're new to the channel, I'll leave a card up above. Click on that card, go check out the video. It's where I almost lose all of my pond fish. Yeah, it was insane, super sad. But you know what? I'm super grateful for all of you guys because your comments just totally put me in a good mood. I was so debating on whether to put the video out. I wasn't sure. My kids were devastated. They actually didn't know until they saw the video, and they were just like, Dad. And then my 6-year-old, my youngest son, goes and says, well, then are you going to change your name to just Hawaiian because you can't keep fish? And I'm like, wow, okay, cool. Touche, little guy, that was a good one. Even my family was giving me a hard time. But nonetheless, you know, we move on, we move forward as fish keepers, and I just wanted to give a shout out to the Ohana. You guys have been awesome. Now, before we jump into this video, I gotta give a huge shout out to the sponsor of this video, Mr. Dennis Riesche, Heating and Air, aka the Global Warmer. Big shout out to you. I really appreciate all your love and support too for the channel. Now, I'm super excited for this video because we are going to finish the bog filter on the above ground pond. Ooh, I can't wait. My boy Dennis is coming over. We're gonna finish this thing off, and wait till you see what he does to this thing. He's gonna make it look like diamonds. But for the time being, before he gets here, I gotta wash some rock. Yeah, I got bags and bags of rock, pond pebble, pea pebble. We gotta wash it. So let's get busy. But before I do, let me swap out my crown. I can't use this when I work, you know what I mean? This is like my going out hat, you know? Go check them out. Island Silver Crowns. I'm telling you guys, cop yourself a crown. Look at that one there. Whew, man. And all of their links will be down in the description below. Mahalo for the crown. Let's get busy. All right, my Ohana, so this is what we're doing. We're washing out a lot of rock. I got 4 bags of pond pebble and 4 bags of pea pebble. Now, this is the difference between pond pebble and pea pebbles, okay? You see the size versus this size, see? Now we're gonna take our milk crates and we are going to line them with this Media Net Biofalls from Aquascape, okay? Right there's the item number 29069, and I'm going to show you exactly how big this bag is. As you can see, it could hold a ton of media. I actually bought 6 of these bio bags. We're going to basically stick the media in the bag and then stick the bag inside the milk crate. So it looks like this. And so we're going to layer it in 2 different layers, okay? We're gonna have the bigger pond pebble at the bottom, and as it gets higher, we're gonna put the pea pebble on the top, and that's what we're gonna use to bury our plants. I'm gonna go ahead and take our pond pebble and just kind of just make it nice and level in here. I just don't want to pour it in there, you know what I mean? So there's not too many creases in it, you know? Show you what it looks like when we get a layer in there. We have this milk crate filled about halfway with the pond pebble, as you can see, and then we're going to fill the rest of it with the pea pebble, which is going to stop. We'll stop right about there. We're not going to fill it up all the way to the top. Once we got the pea pebble in here, then we're going to plant our aquatic plants, which I'm going to use like some canna that I have, and we're going to plant this, and this is what's going to go down in the bog filter. So the water's going to rise from the bottom, right? It's going to come through the pond pebble, then it's going to go through the pea pebble, and then it's gonna hit the aquatic plants, and then it's gonna rise and then spill right back in to the above ground pond. This is what's gonna filter our water. It's gonna make it crystal clear. Not only that though, but all this pond pebble here, all the rocks are gonna be used as biological media as well. So it serves a purpose. All this rock here is going to catch all the sediment. It's going to catch detritus, any type of any type of particles that are in the actual above ground pond. So that's going to filter. We have 6 of these. So just imagine that, right? All right, let's get this set up and we'll see what the finished product looks like. All right, so besides the pea pebble, I also bought a bag of black lava rock. Now this lava rock is super cool because it's tiny. And I like it because it's lightweight, very porous, a lot of beneficial bacteria. will colonize on this stuff. So I bought a bag of this. I'm gonna rinse it out, and it actually looks like this when it's rinsed. I'm just gonna mix it in with the pea pebble. You can't really tell. Look at this, is it right here. This is some of the pea pebble, just so you know. Yeah, so I'm just gonna mix it in with that. And you know, a really easy way to rinse out your rocks is grabbing one of these milk crates that you can get at Home Depot. They're like $4, something like that. I'm just using the biomedia bags just because I have them, but you can get like a dirty clothes laundry bag that they sell over at Home Depot too, and line one of these milk crates with it, and you just dump the bag. Let me see if I can do it with one hand here. Yar. So just so you guys get an idea. So, and because of all the holes in the mesh bag, you just grab your hose and rinse this bad boy out. This setup here, you can wash your rocks really thorough and get all that nastiness off of them, all the dust, all the dirt, all the mud. So I'll do this, grab this, give it a little shaky shake. Look at all that. See that? That came out. Give it another rinse. And that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show you guys how I'm actually rinsing my rock. You can see all the bags that I went through. Let me just show you guys how I layer this. I'll get my shovel here, put it right over the pond pebble. This is a mixture of the pea pebble and the black lava rock. Right. All right. Okay, we got this one done. Let's go ahead and fill this one up. Okay, so here comes the fun part. This is where we get to plant some aquatic plants. Now this is a red canna is what it's called. I'm sorry if it's windy. The wind's picking up here, but you're basically going to see how I have the roots here. We're just gonna dig a little hole in this pea gravel or pea pebble, and we're just gonna bury it. Just like that, they are planted. Check them out. Now this plant here is called red canna. Obviously the red leaf, red canna, and I did two more right here. The green leaf is yellow canna. Beautiful flower that blooms. If you guys aren't familiar with the way canna grows, I'll show you some pictures. It's a beautiful tropical flower. Red canna, yellow canna. So we got 4 milk crates done. I have some more yellow canna right there. And if you're wondering where I got the canna from, you can get this actually at Home Depot, any nursery. It was actually planted right here. See the shovel? I dug up the yellow canna here, and then I'll show you where the red canna was. The red canna was over here in Tiki Falls, actually. It's right back over here. There it was. I dug it up. All the red canna. Ooh, I know. Maybe we'll do some iris. Yeah, we'll plant some iris. Maybe I'll dig this iris up right here, and maybe we'll do the taro, which is right here. Now, this hasn't been getting any water lately just because I actually turned this filter off. See, there it is right there, waterfall spillway. So that's what we'll do on the other 2 milk crates. We'll plant this. Guess who's here? There he is, the man of the hour, everybody's favorite YouTube sensation, Dennis Riesche, Heating and Air, AKA the Global Warmer. All right, so check it out. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting to see the bog filter complete. We're gonna get all the details so it looks really nice. Right now, the man, the myth, the legend, Dennis is gonna cut some of this right here. Corrugated sheet metal right here. This is what we're gonna do. Put that on the outside of the bog filter to make it look nice. He's gonna get some, cut some redwood and trim it on the top. We're gonna make it look really good aesthetic wise. We're gonna put water in it, make sure to see if it's watertight. Let me show you guys what it looks like in the inside. There we go, we got it all sealed up. We got the PVC pipe in there. That's merely gonna keep the milk crates from laying flush on the ground, so we get water going all the way through underneath the milk crates, and then it's gonna rise up. So this is what it looks like. We're gonna hook up the pump and everything else. Also, what Dennis is gonna do is insulate this right here too. See how it's got a little like about 1.5 inches here? He's gonna put some foam right in here, panel it out, cover it up so it's insulated, and yeah, this is gonna look really nice, and we should have this up and going today in this video. So I'm super excited to get this thing looking pretty. Also, we have our milk crates. Look at that, with our aquatic plants ready to go. We'll have 6 total milk crates in the bog filter, and yeah, we'll get this thing rocking and rolling, so stay tuned. look what Dennis did. He actually got it all insulated with the foam. There he goes, like a glove. Dennis got it fitting perfect. Ooh, look at that wrap. Wow, look at that. That looks cool. Oh man, now you guys get an idea. Look at that. Dennis, that looks nice, dude. Check it out. Look at it coming together. Dennis is making this thing look like diamonds. He's capping it off now. This guy really knows what he's doing, ladies and gentlemen.
Big head, dude.
Fear the beard. Fear the beard, guys. All right, Ohana, hold on. I'm gonna throw a beard up. Should I keep a beard? Should I rock a beard? Leave a comment down below if I should rock a beard. What do you think? Dennis, should I rock a beard?
Absolutely.
Okay, we'll try to rock a beard, all right? I'll give you guys just a sample of what I look like with a beard. Ooh. All right, so check this out, Ohana. We are hooking up the pump. Dennis is the man here. Look at this thing. Look at this piece of machinery here. What does that say? SICCE? What is it? The SICCE SDC 6.0? What? Oh man, shout out to CJ. Just can't wait to break this bad boy open. This is the Wi-Fi one, right? Right, Dennis? This is the one that's Wi-Fi.
Yep.
And it also has an app. You can work it off your app too, your phone. What?
It has a temperature controller inside, so it's measuring your temperature. It should send you alerts.
Oh, that's so cool.
If it gets out of what you set it, so if it gets too cold, it'll send you alert. If it gets too hot, it'll send you alert. Because this is going to be outside in the hot sun, we want to make sure that it's not getting too hot.
Yeah. Oh man, this is sweet. Oh yeah. We're hooking this bad boy up.
Super
Look at that
easy
thing.
clean. Pop that open. Pulls off. You can clean that pump out really easy. Put it back on.
And it just claps on, huh?
It allows you to be able to go in any direction. If you need to mount it. They give you a ton of different fittings. So these are unions right here that comes apart, little rubber O-ring, and we got a 1-inch thread fitting right now in there. They give you a 3/4 slip, so you can glue a 3/4 piece of PVC into there. They have 1-inch slip, so you can glue a 1-inch piece of PVC that would just go right under this nut.
Okay.
And then they even have barb fittings, so you can go 3/4 or 1-inch on the barb, and that would screw.
Oh, I got you. And then the hose goes on that if you're going to go that route. But
can
we're doing PVC, right?
We're doing PVC.
Oh, gotcha. Nice. So this is going to be the pump. Paul Bunyan's bridge. Look at him. Paul Bunyan! Paul Bunyan! Paul Bunyan! I need to grow a beard. I think if I grow a beard, I'll be stronger. That's what he used as a bridge so he can get all those screws in. See those screws across the pond? Laid it across this and used that as a little bridge. All right, so Dennis has a ball valve now that we're gonna hook up to the pump. And that's gonna be what he's gonna mount it on, that piece of wood. Just showing you guys a little detailed work that Dennis is doing, the mastermind behind this build here. All right, just so you guys have a better understanding, here is our pump. This is the SICCE SDC. And it is going to be externally installed right here. All right, so just so you guys have a better understanding, water is going to be plumbed up. It's going to go straight up through that hole right there. Water is going to go underneath the wood there, and then we're going to have our milk crates lined up. So the bottom of this bog filter is going to fill up with water. It's going to rise through all of the gravel that we have. You know, we got the pond pebble, the pea pebble, the plants, and then it exits right through the spillway, which that spillway there is made out of 316 stainless steel. And just so everybody knows out there, it's not going to release any type of metal into the water. A lot of people were asking about that. Just remember that. 316, okay? That metal there is not going to interfere with the water at all. Dennis has got the finished product here, so explain, Dennis, to all of those with the semi-mechanical brain. They might understand what you're doing. I had no clue what you were doing, but go ahead and explain to the people at home.
So we got a union ball valve. So we got unions to where we can disconnect the ball valve on either side. It also allows you to service it or do whatever you want in that.
Okay, so
aspect.
we can turn the water off, right?
We can turn the water off. The problem with valves is they get stiff over time. And so when you're cranking on this valve and you got a long section of plumbing, you got to literally hold the valve and then turn it. This particular valve had some holes already in there for mounting screws. So we made a template, drilled holes through the block of 2x3, and then ran some screws down through there, some machine screws right into this. So now when I mount this to the wall, I can just turn the valve and there's no stress on any of the plumbing.
Ah, that's what. So this piece of wood's getting mounted to the frame.
Correct.
Of the pond. Gotcha. So nothing turns. So you can just. Gotcha.
So the water from the pond will come out, turn, go into this ball valve. You'll be able to shut the water off. Now you can disconnect the pump or at the pump itself.
Yeah.
And all the water from your pond won't drain out. So this will go into the pump will pump up and go into the bog filter. And the other thing is that bog filter is going to contain a lot of water, so we need a check valve so that way when you disconnect all of this, it won't drain back. Or if the power goes out, it doesn't drain back by just putting a ball valve in. You need something that automatically shuts it off. So we got a little check valve, spring check valve to shut off the flow so it doesn't drain the bog.
So we have that too? Oh, right on. You have, there it is. I'm going to show you what a spring valve. Wow, look at that. I had no idea what that was. See?
So it's a one-way valve. Just lets the water flow one direction. That's it.
Okay, cool. Just so people at home know what that is. That's like a check valve. Gotcha. Oh, there we go.
So in line with this right here, this is going to come out. So I just made it long. I cut it long.
Okay.
And then screwed it in. And now I'm just cutting it off at the length I need.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm going to screw a 90 right in there. And then glue a pipe in between here.
Gotcha. Getting that all sealed up.
Now,
everything's lined
right
up
where I need it.
Great craftsmanship. Look at that. That plumbing looks nice, Dennis.
Well, thank you.
Dennis, the man with the master plan. What did you make?
So I just built a mount for the pump, so that way I can line the pump up with the ball valve, because we didn't know where the bulkhead was going to come out, and I don't want to put a whole bunch of fittings on here.
Okay.
So I'm setting the pump on this. I'm going to line it up in line with that ball valve. I'll glue in a piece of PVC, and then I'll screw this to the wall so everything's perfectly in line. The pump gets to rest on something, and that's...
It's like a little shelf then you made.
Exactly.
Nice. God, this guy's unbelievable. Man. What's your secret, man? What's your secret of being unbelievable? People want to know. People want to know. What is your secret? Okay, so if you guys can see right down in there, that is the shelf where the pump is going to be resting on. You can see it's not in line, and this is what Dennis meant. There's the little PVC pipe, primer, glue, primer.
Primer. And we actually need to switch glue to a different glue to glue to this, because this, I believe, is going to be ABS, not PVC. And so we need an all-purpose glue when it comes to that. So there's an all-purpose. It'll glue PVC, CPVC, ABS.
Oh, gotcha, everything.
And allow you to mix it all.
It's probably easier just to buy that.
It is.
You never have to worry about PVC, ZBP, and FBT, and all those other abbreviations you just used. Look at that. Look at this guy.
Now
you're going to put the little shelf in.
At my height.
Some of you guys are probably saying, get your butt over there and help him. I'd probably just be in his way, guys. To be honest with you, I'd probably be just in his way. Look at that. Now it's got something to rest on. That is pretty cool.
And now we're going to plumb up and into here.
Plumb up into the bottom of the bog filter.
We're going to put a check valve in here. So a check valve has one way. There's an arrow on there showing which way. It lets the air flow.
Yep.
Nothing on that side. So
Gotcha.
I want it to go this direction. And then if we ever need to drain the bog filter, we don't want to have to bucket it out. So I'm going to put a union in here.
Nice.
So we can undo it, and then you can just let it all dump on the ground.
Oh, okay. So we can clean the bottom of it.
If you ever need to.
Yeah. Oh, that's sick. Look at you. I wasn't even thinking about that. See? Mechanical mind. Mechanical minds want to know. Dennis is setting it up, man. He is setting it up. So what do we got there? Is that the controller?
This is the controller. This is also the, I believe, the Wi-Fi receiver. So you can control it from your phone. So we're going to mount this, all of this. This is the power brick controller. We're going to mount it under here.
Nice.
It has a little mounting plate. And so this is magnetic. So I can mount this underneath.
Okay.
So it's up and out of the rain or any weather. And then we just slap this under there and we control it from your phone. Or you can just reach under, pull this off, and turn it on, turn it off, control whatever you want. It's pretty much going to run 24/7, but there's lots of different modes. You can do, you could change the flow, you can increase it, you can decrease it. You can do lots of different things. So,
and it also gives us the temperature too, right?
It will report the temperature back to your phone, so through the Wi-Fi. Probably I would set it on a really low setting just so you have water movement all the time. And then if you want to increase the flow, get a bigger sheet of water coming out, you can just dial it up when you're out here. But to save money on your PG&E, dial it down. You're going to get plenty of airflow in there and plenty of water movement, so you don't need to run it at full capacity.
That's cool. We can adjust it. Yeah, that's
absolutely.
Awesome. So let's take a look at the plumbing. Look at that. You can see the plumbing coming from the bog filter. A 90-degree elbow comes down right to the pump. Man, this is sweet, Dennis. Thanks, brother.
This is just duct wrap, some sheet metal strapping. I'm going to strap this power brick up and out of the weather.
Oh, gotcha.
Right under there.
Okay.
And then we'll mount this controller somewhere easy to get to, but it'll probably be vertical underneath just so the water can't get to it. You just reach under, pop it down, turn it on, stick it back, and the magnet holds it back up under there.
All right, so he's gonna get this strapped up and we'll see you guys in a second. Oh, check this out, Ohana. So you guys are probably wondering how we managed to do all of like the PVC work and pipe work without draining the pond. Well, Mr. Dennis Riesche configured this little snorkel. All right, so now that everything is fitted, I'm gonna go ahead and take this out. We took it out. We're gonna unscrew the fittings now from right there. All right, so now that that's removed, we have this strainer that we're just gonna screw down here at the bottom, and that way we don't lose any fish. It just screws right in. Little hand turn, and it's good to go. We don't have to worry about losing any fish. All right, Ohana, there it is. It is done. The milk crates are in, the plants are there. We'll get a closer look in a second, but look at that spillway, huh? Look at that. Let's get a closer look at it. Look at that spillway there, Ohana, huh? Look at that. We almost have a perfect laminar flow. Look at that. It's almost like a sheet of glass. We can almost see right through it. Almost. Ah, look at that. Nice water agitation. Look at the plants. The water's a little murky from the plants, but let's get a closer look at the plants on the backside. All right, so let's take a look at this natural filtration here. So the water is coming up. You can actually see it, right? Water's coming up. It's going through. I have actually some pond mats or matting or sponges, if you will, that should be coming in this week. But for the time being, I just put this polyfill here. So it's gonna polish the water off, so that water will get really clean. You can see there's a little space here. And then the water runs underneath all 6 of these milk crates. Look at that. These are all the milk crates that we planted. So here is some red canna, which is going to be beautiful. Here is the taro that I planted. This is another beautiful plant too. Right over here we have some iris, which blooms a beautiful purple flower. Here's some yellow canna, some more yellow canna, and another red canna there. So it's gonna look really nice once it all grows in. Oh, and I have some creeping Jenny right in here. This little plant right in here, it's a little pond plant. This will overgrow and kind of like, I'm gonna try to make it hang over the top. So, or hang over the edge. There's some more creeping Jenny right in here. And then check out underneath where we have the pump, where my man, Dennis, hooked this bad boy up. Let's check it out. Check it out, guys. You can see it's coming from right up underneath there. We got the check valve right there, which is the backflow preventer. It can only go one way, remember? And right there is where he actually mounted the faceplate. It's safe, secure. It's not going to get wet, tucked underneath here. All right, Ohana, as you can see, I'm exhausted. Look at this dried sweat all over my shoulder. It's nasty. The man here, Dennis, thanks again, my man. This dude right here laid it down. I had no idea what was in store. How did you think it came out?
I think it came out awesome. When I explained this to you over the phone, is this what you envisioned?
Dude, I had no idea what this was. He was explaining to me. I was just like, okay, let's roll with it. This was the outcome. Mechanical mind right here. No bueno. Like I said, I don't have that mechanical mind, but this thing turned out awesome. I mean, that's how I feel. That's my opinion, and that's Dennis's opinion. You guys, we want your opinion. Comment down below. Let us know what you think about the above ground predator pond. The next project for us too would be Tiki Falls 4.0. So guys, stay tuned for all those builds. Look at, see all those rocks out there? We got a lot of work ahead of us. So stay tuned, guys. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button. Not only that though, please, for me, please, for Dennis, give this video a big like too. We really appreciate you guys, and we will see you guys on the next video. Much love and aloha. Dennis, do me a favor, man. Give a punch out to the kids out there. This one goes out to you, Noah, Jerry, Jesse. Go ahead, Dad. Ah!